Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. By the title you will already know, today's conversation is going to be a little bit deep. My lips are so dry. I really need to get on cleaning with my vanity because it is just all types of wrong, but that's not what today's video is about. Yeah, much better. Anyways, today's video is a little sensitive. I mean, I've been very candid with you guys on here, very real with sharing my whole experience with you know, TTCing and just being very candid about wanting to grow my family. I'm not gonna lie, I guess for some reason I wanted to share this. I wanted to talk to you guys for a number of reasons, personal ones but also indirect ones, like that come from those of you who view. And I'm not talking to you guys who view, who are like viewers who are kind and loving and are also on the same journey, but really to those who will watch and be so quick to say certain things, you know. I really enjoy sharing my journey with you guys, but it doesn't mean that it's really easy all the time. And I've also shared with you guys about the guilt that I have sometimes with being like a TTC mom, because I am not just a mom, like I'm not just a woman like wanting to have a baby. I'm already a mom. I already have 4 kids, and so to some people they almost want to eliminate that right and take it away from me completely, as if like I'm not entitled to want to have more kids. I'm not entitled to be on this journey. And mind you, like I don't want to ever take away from women who are trying to conceive and who've been struggling for years. I totally understand that there's that whole other side of things, and those women, like my heart goes up for those women, because I've been trying for a year to have another child, and it's been a journey, and it's been, even though you guys get to see me take it so easy, it hasn't always been easy, and it's not always easy. I still have the crib up here in the baby's in my room, even though I'm not gonna lie, this baby, our last recent baby, she didn't use the crib very much, but she still went in there, and I still have it up because I'm like just keeping the core things up. Obviously we know where our heart lies and that we want to expand our family, so it just wouldn't make any sense to remove it or take it down. I don't know, maybe to some people it would actually probably make a lot of sense. Remove it and put it up all over again. To us, if we could have had it our way, we would have been pregnant yesterday, as I've said before. So to us it makes no sense with like taking it down. Sometimes I can't help but just feel a little wounded by the journey, and also just by the fact that people, you know, there are people out there who just can't fathom why other women would want to have more kids, and can't really wrap their heads around it, that a woman who has 4 kids can also TTC too. TTC is not exactly reserved for women who have just been having difficulties. I mean, you can try to conceive and it can happen right away, or you can try to conceive and it can happen months down the road or a whole year later, and either way it's still a journey, and it's still called TTC, and it's still called trying to conceive, no matter who you are, how many kids you have, or the process. But there is still a level of understanding, and my heart goes out to a lot of those women who have been struggling. I can only imagine, because like I said, I myself have been trying for a year, but I also have other children, so I find that gives me a lot of comfort, whereas in a lot of those other women a lot of women who are on this journey and have yet to have one child, they don't have that as comfort, though they may find comfort in other things. They just don't have that in particular as comfort. And so like it's hard. My heart's been kind of going over a couple of things too, with just the fact that like and I don't want to call this a regret, because I'm not going to say I regret it. Well, maybe I kind of do, but I have been, I don't know, I've just been feeling some type of way. Like, I really enjoyed breastfeeding my children, and this last session in particular was that much more sensitive to me. I didn't go into a lot of details before with just even the struggles of trying to nurse my daughter. We ran into an issue. I nursed her, but at the beginning she wasn't exactly, my milk took a little bit longer to come in than it ever did with all of my other children, and so we ran into the issues of her not getting enough milk, and that was very scary. However, my meetings with like the lactation consultant had me kind of nerve-wracked, because I thought I wasn't going to be able to breastfeed, to the point where I started just like supplementing, because that's kind of like what I was encouraged to do. I didn't really want to do it, but I was encouraged to do it, even though it's a lactation consultant, which makes no sense. But I went ahead and started doing that, because I just thought that my plans, my journey to have breastfeed from the beginning was coming to an all-time halt. Now, luckily I didn't give up altogether, and I was persistent with still trying, and so I did. And you know, also like just the fear of not wanting my child to wind up in the hospital because they were dehydrated just freaked me out, because that did happen, and I just didn't want that to happen on my account. It just scared me as a parent, so that was another factor too, why I was just like, okay, here, I'll give you anything, you know. But anyways, I held on to breastfeeding, and I did it the whole time, and I was so pleased at the fact that my baby, things worked out, because if you guys don't know the pre-story, I did end up having a breast reduction, and that in itself just had me kind of concerned. I didn't know if I'd be able to breastfeed. So I did contact the surgeon's office who did my my breast reduction, and he did let me know that yeah, what they did was like, they didn't exactly remove my areola. That was it stayed attached, and so like in terms of my chances of being able to breastfeed was still like highs, was like 70 something percent. I don't know what they do to come up with these numbers, but that was an issue, that was a factor. And by all odds I mean, I don't say all odds because the odds seem to be pretty high based on what they said, but I ended up I was able to breastfeed successfully. And so that's why I was trying to say, this round of nursing, this last session, was so like sentimental to me, because I just kept having nightmares not knowing if I'd be able to breastfeed my child, but I did. And then it got to that point where I started TTCing again in hopes that we were going to expand our family, and it didn't happen. And then I felt this pressure of kind of breastfeeding, you know, the pressure to quit breastfeeding. And if I did have it my way, I wouldn't have stopped yet, because I know the value in it. I've always done it and kind of let my kids get to the point where they quit. Or I mean, my eldest, by the time she was what, 22 months, I breastfed her until 23 months or something like that. So I mean, we weren't that far off of that either for this child. I stopped breastfeeding her at 19 months, and so I mean, I do feel like it was a very successful round. There's some form of guilt that I am suffering from at the current moment, and just the idea that I stopped it really suddenly, like especially at the cost of like trying to have another baby, which I don't even yet have. I didn't end up getting pregnant yet, but like we said, I think my body's doing its thing, it's resetting, because it wasn't that long ago that I stopped breastfeeding. I think it would have been August, September, October, August, maybe September, October, November, and we're approaching month 4. So Hasn't been that long at all, but there's just that slight guilt that's there where I just feel like I didn't, like I stopped this thing to achieve another thing and it didn't even happen. So, oh, the mom guilt. Yeah, I know. I probably shouldn't be suffering from it. I know what you guys are all gonna say. You guys are so positive. By the way, thank you so much for all the positive, loving comments that you leave. I'm so pleased that my journey is also like parallel to some of your guys' journey. You guys are on the same journey, and or you have been on it, and I just love reading your stories. It helps me feel like I'm not alone, even though I knew that this was a journey that other people are on. It's nice to have a little bit of a community here where you guys are able to share your story, and I'm so thankful that my story can impact you guys in one way, shape, or another. It's like I was saying before, it is easy to get discouraged sometimes when you've got just people coming up trying to tell you how to live your life. That's exactly what they're trying to do, actually, where they feel the need to tell you that 4 kids is enough or 3 is enough and you should stop while you can. Like, seriously, I have no words. I have no words, and I thank God every day for the backbone that I now have that just allows those kind of comments and stuff to just roll off my shoulders, because you do not get to tell me how to live my life or how many kids I should have. So just that kind of stuff. But I just feel really blessed to know that I'm still on this journey, and I feel like it's a, you know, I feel very called to be on this journey. And this whole what do you call it, fertility clinic stuff, it was dampening the mood, but I feel like I'm finally getting to that place where I'm just kind of like, okay, I got this. I gotta go over all my documents all over again because there were so many and they were all just given all together. They're all kind of jumbled up in my mind as to which order I need to do what. I am gonna do the blue dye test. At first I was telling my husband I'll just go, like he'll take me there, but I'll just drive myself home or whatever. But now I went over it with him and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna just be selfish here, because I feel like I'm always trying to accommodate everybody else and not just thinking fully of myself. And I feel like in this area I really need support, and he was willing to give it to me from the before. It was just me that was kind of being stubborn and saying, no, I'll just take myself there, because I just didn't want him to have to take more time off work. But I think it's going to be needed, because for some reason this appointment scares the living daylights out of me. Like, I wasn't kidding you guys when I said it was very painful. The experience was just very painful. So I will be for certain taking Advil. I'm not playing with that at all. And I just want to make sure that I am equipped. Equipped meaning taking all the meds. Okay, no, I'm not that person, but I definitely will be taking Tylenol to make sure that I'm not feeling anything, because I do not want to feel all the feels that I felt last time. It was just too much. It was way too much. So we're gonna make sure that's taken care of. That's pretty much it. I was sick for the past couple of weeks. You guys, I think you guys could already tell. So for that video that I put out with the haul, thank you guys for watching. And if you haven't, definitely go over and show some love and support, guys, because I really enjoyed making those kind of videos. Also, go and follow me on Instagram. I finally changed my Instagram name, so it just all makes sense. It's called I'm Sarah Latouche on there, so it just goes hand in hand with my name on here. And I post various things, so definitely go and check me out there. But I got a lot of video ideas that I want to put out for you guys on here. TTC for sure will be keeping you guys. This is a journey for me, so I'll be taking you guys along the entire way. Don't for second guess or feel like I'm just gonna fall off the wagon. Like, yes, there are other sides to me, which are definitely like some of the fashion stuff that you're seeing, as well as just mommy related stuff. But I will definitely not be going anywhere. My TTC stuff is still here because it's a part of the journey and I want to take you guys along with. So don't ever, when you see anything else, just show love and support. That would be great. But at the same time, and also don't think that I'm just like neglecting y'all and I'm not putting stuff out, because I will be. I don't always have time to go through all the comments and respond to them all completely, but I definitely will do my best to respond and get stuff out to you guys. So yeah, I really appreciate the love and support that you guys have been giving on. Also, I have a series that I have a couple things that I want to put out. So this book right here, I just came across in chapters, not in chapters, it was actually indigo, and it's called Get Ish Done. It looked really, really good when I was in there. And I love all the like motivational stuff and the reality, what do you call it? I love the writing style that this guy has, Jeffrey Gitomer. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's just like, I just need the inspiration. Like, it's just very encouraging. Talks to you about how to like shift from a night person to a morning person, just how to get stuff done without not making excuses. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I think I'm okay with getting stuff done for the most part, but we all need encouragement. And I just like the way he writes, because he sounds like the way I talk to myself. Like, girl, bye, you don't have time for those excuses. Get up and do what you need to do. And you know, start your day in the night before, write it all down at the end of the day, stuff like that. Like, it all sounds so interesting. So leave a comment down below, let me know if any of you guys have ever read this book. It's, what did it say? The whole point was, it's the ultimate guide, I guess, to be like the ultimate guide to productivity, and procrastination and profitability. So yeah, this is gonna help me with, especially with like my Instagram and stuff. I really want to start working a little bit more on that. But as for the time being, I am in school and I am wrapping up my last semester, and I want to do some videos on that as well, because, you know, I went back to school and I went back for me, but my kids were my biggest motivation. And it's, man, it's such a tough journey, but it's so well worth it. And I'm just gonna feel so blessed when I'm done to be able to show that to my girls as an example of why I work so hard and what you can achieve even when it's so difficult to achieve it. Yeah. So yeah, but in terms of some other videos, I do, what else do I want to do? Oh, I have some other stuff that I want to put out. I want to put out like some last minute mommy gift ideas, because I'm a mom and I thought that would be a really, really fun video to put out for you guys. Just to kind of share my top 5 mommy gift ideas for the season. So that's going to be the next video that will be out after this. Definitely check it out and stay tuned. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I feel like I'm going to stop talking and just get to, I don't know, wrap up this vlog, because it's starting to probably sound like a bunch of nothings. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't know what this was, if it was like a mini, I can't call it the life update. That's what I called my last video for my last vlog, but it kind of is. It's just like big TTC update, sharing with you guys my regrets and my just the mom guilt stuff that I'm dealing with. Though I know better and know that I probably shouldn't be suffering from those, you know, yeah, you know. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, don't forget to give today's video a big like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new for more TTC videos as well as mommy related stuff. And yeah, definitely leave a comment down below and let me know if you can relate to any of what I was talking about today. It's probably a little bit all over the place, but you know, bear with me. I am recovering from the flu and I'm just coming through. Okay, that was probably so corny. Bye guys.